All right, I can't hear but to make the point that Hillary Clinton is moments away from addressing said podium and speaking out against Wall Street. And more to the point, short-term thinking and investment thinking that's benefited a select few. Now, I told you about my buddy Charles Payne, who was on his way to introduce her. Well, apparently he did show up there. They saw him and they said, Charles, no way in hell you're getting in here. So he was back uptown in time to be here. We got Jonathan Hoenig back with us. We got Charlie Gasparino. Adam Lashinsky, who could have gone if he wanted, but Adam's not here. He's out in San Francisco. That would be impossible. So he's providing his own video feed. Guys, to all of you, all right, Adam, as a resident liberal, I got to ask you whether this crosses that tough balance that Hillary's got to make here between not taking off Wall Street, but just making enough of a populist sentiment that you keep the Bernie Sanders crowd happy. What do you think?
I think that's exactly it, Neil. This is a...
Really? I just made that up. That is so cool. Go ahead.
This is a July 2015 policy proposal at a time when she is appealing to the left part of her base. It's not a completely crazy proposal. Everybody agrees that excessive short-termism is bad for the markets. And she's not saying, by the way, that you can't be short-term oriented.
That's exactly an overall conception. Well, define excessive short-termism. I mean, if you sell a stock after 1 hour, is that too short-term? 5 hours, is that not just is that short-term?
Adam, Larry Fink has been running around, and as we all know, Larry Fink, the head of BlackRock, is lusting to be Treasury Secretary. Appointed Cheryl Mills to the board of BlackRock.
You're the only one who says that.
Yeah, but I know it. Okay. He's lusting.
He wants the job. To say lusting for it is a little weird, but go ahead.
Well, it is weird that he's so obsessed with it. So he's obsessing.
The only one who says it, but again.
There's other people.
Okay, fine.
Like his wife probably will say. But anyway, but in any event, this is such a stupid proposal. He's running around, Larry, saying that, activist investing is costing jobs because Carl Icahn and what's his name and Nelson Peltz go in there and tell corporate management to do stock buybacks. There is no real study that said that this is a big cost.
But that's who she's going after, right, Charles? Is that right?
Yes.
And since they have a loyal community of about 10 rich guys, that's safe.
Yeah, listen, there's one line that she used, the tyranny of earnings season or reports. I don't disagree with that. I think stocks overreact on quarterly earnings. I think it's really sad and pathetic because a lot of individual small investors overreact with that. I would like to see us report maybe twice a year like the Europeans. But this is all a smokescreen. This is all This is all a smokescreen for raising taxes.
I'm riveted.
Right? But this is what the problem that we're not talking about. She's talking about raising taxes so that we will stop a certain kind of behavior, a classic progressive thing.
Yeah, but
that's what tax policy does. That's not her job to stop me from trading. It's not her job to stop some CEO from being too focused.
Let's be clear.
On short term.
Neil, I disagree.
Let's be clear here. You don't like the quarterly earnings reports and the obsession of it, and I can understand that. But this quarterly earnings announcements, does that cost jobs?
No, it doesn't.
It's like so stupid.
Yeah,
this is like the dumbest thing in the world. You would think that there are about 5 or 6 different things that she should be talking about to get companies to create jobs, including.
I would add 50 or 60 things she could be talking about.
If I may, Charlie,
maybe lowering the corporate income tax. I mean, that's should be at the top of the list.
I wish more Wall Street fat cats opposed higher taxes. I mean, Hillary's message when she finally does this saunter up to the podium is going to be, in effect, you didn't earn that. Any money you earn is the community's wealth, and a lot of fat cats at him. A lot of fat cats absolutely
she's going to get Warren Buffett out there to trot him out.
Even Warren agrees with
somebody who buys a hole for 40 years at a time.
Please make one point.
Could you keep it down? We're trying to discuss this issue. All right, Adam, what is your thought on this? You've heard what everyone says. They're very cynical about not only her motives, but whether this even works. What do you say?
Well, two things. I mean, to Charles's question, I mean, this is all tax policy is used to affect some kind of change.
But it shouldn't be.
And secondly,
it shouldn't be.
Well,
I agree. The right or left,
I
I just think keep taxes very low, period, and don't use it as a mechanism or a device for anything or anyone.
Fair enough. I think you would agree that it's a fair thing to disagree on, Neil. But the second thing is,
it's an unfair thing for you to disagree with me. But go ahead.
She's not saying you can't trade. You can't trade every minute or every.
No, she's saying I'm going to penalize you for it if you do. That's
exactly right. It's going to cost you more.
Adam, do you think
it's going to cost you more?
Adam, do you think activist investing is really costing jobs? I mean, it's so stupid. It's so dumb.
You're changing the subject.
Stupid.
I think
dumb is very
I have no
idiotic,
problem.
maybe, but
I have no problem with activist investing. Charlie, you're talking against your own point here. That is not short-term trading. The activists typically are long-term
She's going to mention
investors.
activist investing. She's going to take a shot at them and basically say that they're in and out of these stocks in these 2 years.
And that's the whole notion. I mean, Hillary might give lip service to appreciating free markets. Free markets means freedom in those markets.
Well, I do have an advanced copy of the remarks. And she was saying, anything that you've heard from Jonathan Hoenig or Joe Gasparino or certainly Charles Payne is at face value disingenuous. So that's an opening remark.
I wear that as a